Actually coming in, of course, from the substitute, which is going to be Mandy. He's the man who's playing Horizon, and you can see that Yuki's trying to cause a distraction here. He's going to hit the Jets and try and get up high. Now the fight comes in. Flora trying to hold.
Flora trying to hold and will slightly push them back, but I don't think they can get up again, and now Flora will get the opportunity to reset once more. Did they do enough damage? It doesn't look like they feel they have done, because if they had, they would instantly be dropping here, Flora.
Question is here, what are the meds like on either side as well? Because this might be a smarter game plan than we're giving them credit for. Doing damage, knowing how many meds are going to be at the top of that central structure here, the drill structure inside a thermal station. If they can burn through the meds, chip away the damage, it means that Flora at some point on that high ground will be sitting ducks or forced to fight, and that looks like what Flora are trying to do here.
Yeah, they have dropped, they want to get involved, they have a lift of their own. Mahakis is going to go down here, and suddenly Flora have taken the advantage.
Now you see the pressure, headshot going to come in with that wingman. Yuki and Mandy got it all to do. There's one. It's a 2v1 now in the favor of Alliance. Mandy on his own, hardly any armor to work with, no swaps here. It's a 1v1 with barely any HP on each side.
Both of them are so low. Mandy, though, gets some cells off. That could be massive. He has the advantage in terms of health right now.
Mozambique here. Also got the ultimate, but no, he bounces off the back of a player's head. Big moments here. Good news for both teams. No one in the vicinity to try and third party this fight, so this is a completely isolated 1v1, but you have to say the advantage is surely with Mandy, the sub. It's filling in here for Alliance, looking to go up, and now he's down to no HP, and Alliance are out!
For a lot of these players was so vital as well to make sure they can actually get in a good position, as Gamewood now are going to be getting an engagement, will get a couple of knocks and leave no witness, get eliminated. Gamewood still surviving, but it looks like a third party's on the way.
TSM are in the vicinity, and TSM are looking for blood here. They're looking to pick up the pieces, but also SSG very, very close, so both teams have to be extremely careful. And look at these shots coming in from Verholz. Big E is stepping up today.
As I mentioned, 58% of TSM's points on World's Edge throughout regular season, and you can see why. They like to push their advantage. They like to try and pick up the pieces of teams that might be weak nearby when they play Edge. They've also got beacon information, which is going to be very handy, but of course a lot of teams are going to be looking to get that beacon.
A merry, merry path.
And we've seen TSM play a circle very similar to this throughout regular season, where they do Valkyrie in late, try and find one of the priority positions, and they've already got the kills as well. They've already got that KP. But it's not always as simple as it may sound, especially when we see this many teams already north of Survey Camp, and we're having one heck of a battle in the train tracks, as well. XET looking to try and take advantage of maybe a position they found very early in this game.
Nocturnal on the Bangalore as well. He's going to be putting some smokes down, and the good thing is he's got a little bit of a digi threat to work with as well, so he's going to be able to see through the clouds and force that team back, so they have complete
push. Okay. Any angles?
Yeah, they're trying to push up a couple.
They're gonna push off of that, but that's fine. I can cheat on them. They're gonna push off of that.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna push.
Remember, 100 on him.
I queued on.
Missed on him.
I'm sure.
Well, it's Jailings. Try and hold off the push that's coming in. It's going to be TSM who are trying to force their way into this fight. TSM have recognized this is an isolated fight, and this is where they want to try and thrive.
It's North America versus the United Kingdom. I think we're going to learn a lot from this crowd during this fight, but TSM have done a plenty amount of damage where they are consistently now pushing up. They are getting closer. They want this. You also heard Jailings were considering Valking as well, but I don't think they're going to have time to. They're going to have to take this fight.
Purple versus purples. No one with the HP advantage. Who can get the damage advantage? It's going to be Verholz and Hao who go in first. There's the knock coming in from Imperial Hao, and there's 109 spray as well. All TSM have to do is push in and finish this off, you would think, after Hao has done that damage.
Oh, but then you're going to see the ult come through, and that is going to throw a spanner in the works ever so slightly, but TSM still with a very big advantage here. Rip through that shield. Utilize your own shield to stay alive.
Hao using that knockdown shield to give his teammates a little bit of an opportunity here to heal, to reset. They know it's a 2v2. One player on either side has been knocked. With this noise that's going down, there is anyone else in the vicinity to try and cause some problems here. Hao hasn't been finished yet, so they might be able to stick the res here, Dan.
Yeah, stick the res, because Passion are in the vicinity. You are completely right, but Circle is going to be moving, which is very much going to speed up this fight as well. But TSM back up to 3. I think they'll be very happy with that. They forced Jailings away, and now they should be able to reset here.
Down to 1 now, Jaine. He's probably thinking we need to fight the team, we need to watch our backs. He was hoping it was anybody but TSM in that situation.
Honestly, TSM might just be able to walk into this circle, but they've just got to be careful of what's coming in from behind them, because there are a couple of teams in the vicinity. As Jaine shreds, and suddenly Urban gets hit to the floor.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing to him, Jaine? He finds 2 and the 1 clips, he's gonna make it 3!
performance from Jaine in the 1 versus 3. Catches them off guard. He avoids TSM, he rotates wide, and he completely catches Passion off guard.
3 clips, 3 kills for Jaine. That's about as good as you could possibly ask for, and now you can see not only is that extra points, but he's got a pretty good spot to overlook some of these teams rotating in with how he's shooting at the moment. Anybody
who see the map, you can see there's a lot of teams look at everyone just building around the middle side here.
Well, SSG taking some damage. Notable kill though in the kill feed there. You saw American Powerhouses exchanging a little bit of a fight, but here's Flora now. Fresh off the back of that win, of course, over at Thermal Station, but now flat on their back, one of their players looking to try and turn this one back into their favor, but this is a fight on the edge of zone. Are they going to be able to stick the res? It looks like that is the call, but the little bit of an audio cue might allow the team on the low ground to push.
Yeah, and now you've got Sia coming into the equation as well. SSG drop, looking to try and lead the charge, do some damage, but they're also very aware Circle is going to be closing, so they've got to speed this up. They need to get into this fight quickly and can't allow this res to get off.
Resi is going to be stuck, and now you're going to see SSG in a lot of trouble. They do forward. Flora win another team fight here himself.
Yeah, 7 kills across the board, and that is going to give them so much confidence, but they have to move very quickly on the southern side. TSM in a spot of bother as TSM eliminated in 12th place. Unfortunately, they weren't able to comfortably walk into this zone. So many teams on the southeast side of this circle, Mark, and the teams that have been able to get up to that beacon we were speaking of, they are sitting pretty.
Northception, who came off the back of the win on our last game that we saw on Storm Point. Looking pretty good in this one as well. 11 squads now remaining, but they've got to force their way into zone and taking some damage as they try to do so. Tide is going to get that exhibit down. That's going to give them the information. Now they're going to try and move forward as well off the back of the Bangalore smokes, but there's a lot of teams stacked up onto this building. It's an Apex Legends sandwich down, and they want to be the jam.
There's a lot of teams that not enough space. Northception, they get eliminated. FC Destroy also out. As now Oxygen, they will claim this building. They have a little bit of time to relax. But as I've said, there are about 5 teams.
100 Thieves, they're just about inside of where that zone's going to be in that truck as well. Moist Esports, who had a great game last time we saw them out, and now hoping that Walsey can pull off a little bit of a miracle. He can't. Moist Esports will be eliminated and Oxygen hold their ground.
Does this open things up for 100 Thieves though? They were right above Oxygen. I think Oxygen are well aware. Crook tries to get out of dodge. He wants to escape. He wants to elongate his life so they can get as many points as possible. 100 Thieves will claim that building, which is going to be the kind of most advanced building towards the circle right now from this southeast side.
Interesting to see. No one inside of that zone. The zone's going to be finishing way out in the open on those high rocks like I mentioned. So if they can find that position to do so, then maybe they will be able to hold these teams out and pick up the KP. They send them crashing back down to earth, and Exit now ahead of the pack, looking to pick up free KP. Flora eliminated.
Flora, they did so well in this game, but Nocturnal managed to do so much damage as now Exit will push up to the south side. They've got the smoke for cover. Fun goes down.
E36 though, still trying to move up as a full 3-man behind the last 2 remaining members of Exit here. Exit have to be extremely careful, and the question is, are these smokes going to be enough to allow them maybe to turn this into a 2v2 situation?
E36 are going to be in the vicinity, and they are not going to allow Exit to get away.
It's Jaine!
Jaine is still alive, still shredding as he gets into the top 5.
Jaine is insane! Oh! What did you have for breakfast, Jaine? I want some as well.
It's going to be a full English. Surely Jailing's into the top 4, and now Jaine, the kill leader. Remember, he's been a solo for quite some time, and he's still going. Still hitting shots, but has to calm it down. He wants to try and get into the top 3 here. Still has to think about placement points.
I think he just wants to kill everyone, Dan. I don't think he cares at this point. Put a body in front of him, he's going to shoot it, and he's going to make it fall. The only thing that can stop him, Dan, it's got 9 bullets. He needs to find some light ammo.
But we've still got Dreamfight, we've still got Pulverex, those 2 teams I was talking about on the north side, but now E36, the team that drops kind of in this area, are going to be able to make a real threat towards this late game. Aimbot, it looks like they're going to be making a rotation round. I think they've spotted that Jaine might be a solo here.
It doesn't matter. Jaine in a solo. Jaine is a Terminator at the moment. And anyone who's going to challenge him, well, they're certainly going to take some damage. Look at this. Zaine's like, do you know what? I'll take you all on. He's going to throw the black hole down. He's going to try and finish off 1 kill. It's another one here for Jaine. Surely tries to get the armor swap. Not going to happen, but what a performance from Jaine and J-Leagues. A valiant effort towards this endgame.
And here comes the Battle of the North. Dreamfire and Pulverex are going down on this northern side, are getting involved. So much damage, which will open things up for E36.
Well, it looks like Pulverex have given up that northern spot, though. You can see now they find themselves down to a 2-mate. Shumbi's going to go down as well. Pulverex eliminated. We're down to 2, and it's Dreamfire versus E36, the teams who are holding down the very northern and southern tips of this fight. Dreamfire Dreamfire are going to get the first knock, and now surely they can close this one
And I
out.
said Dreamfire, best performing team in World's Edge, and they're going to try and carry it on, but it's not done yet.
It's not done yet, but now it is. Dreamfire step up. And our first game on World's Edge, and I tell you what, I've missed this. A massive win for them.